Hey, what's up guys, nothingwire.com, and the Galaxy S5 was released in India today, and we have the white model right in front of you here. They have released also 3 other models, the black, blue and the gold one. You see, that's the beautiful device. It has a 5.1 inch Super AMOLED Full HD screen, goes slightly bigger than the S4. The S4 had a 5-inch screen, but then you see the chassis and the overall phone size is almost same as the S4. Yeah? It's certainly not the thinnest device in the market, about 8.1 mm thin, and weighs about 149 gram, which is again on the lighter side, but then not exactly, featherweight. But then the plastic material here, which is very high quality polycarbonate, helps keeping the weight down. On top you have the front camera, the sensors and the earpiece. Below you have the signature Samsung home button, but then now this is integrated with a fingerprint sensor. On the left side you have the volume rocker. Below you have your covered micro USB ports. You see USB 3.0 port like in the case of the Galaxy Note 3, and then you have your mouthpiece, and on this side you have the power button here. On top, the 3.5 mm jack, your IR blaster and a secondary noise cancelling mic. Behind you have the 16 MP fast autofocus camera along with an LED flash and your heart rate monitor. Then it's the Samsung branding, and then the speaker grill. The speaker grill has this nice bump that will help the sound come out even when you place this device on a flat surface. It has this nice perforated back cover, which is of course removable, and it's made of high quality polycarbonate, as the whole body is. It's beautiful and very light. Now because this guy is IP67 certified, which is a certification for water and dust resistance, you see this covered ports here. Although the 3.5 mm jack is not covered here. Now we'll have to see whether the inside of it is a waterproof or water resistant. In fact, when you open this thing, even inside they have a coating which actually prevents the water from going inside the back housing to the machinery. Yeah, so it comes with a 2800 mAh battery. That's space for your micro SIM slot and then your micro SD card slot. Now this is of course a single SIM device. Now it will support micro SD card of capacity up to 128 GB. That's one of the first in the industry right now. We've just seen the HTC One M8 was released couple of days ago. That also supports 128 GB 128 GB micro SD card slot, but then we know that this was actually released just ahead of MWC, so that makes the Galaxy S5 is the first device in the world that comes with an expandable memory of up to 128 GB. Now the Galaxy S5 is powered by Android latest 4.4.2 and also a TouchWiz UI on top. Now one of the new things on Galaxy device is a fingerprint sensor built onto your home button here. So the moment you swipe, and make sure you swipe over the button, and it recognizes your fingerprint, and like you saw here, it will unlock the screen and take you to the home page. And in case you fail at add the fingerprint sensor, there are also alternate recognizable methods through which you can unlock the screen. So a typical Samsung home screen setup, you can add or remove screens, or you can also long press to add various stuffs here. Slightly different than what we've seen till now. Then that's your notification bar and your quick function toggle. Now you can see there are slight difference in the way the icons look, more playful, sharper, rounded stuff that Samsung says are inspired from a diamond cut design. So yeah, you can go to your quick function toggle menu there, those, and you can also edit those. Yeah, that's your recent menu. Long pressing on the home screen will take you to Google Now straight away. Yeah. There's also a card like animation now by default. and your magazine, like on the like Google now, on the Nexus 5 will come on the left, yeah, and does not go up from swipe. See? Yeah. You can also go from here to the main settings. Again, you see very playful icons out here. Yeah, they're also very easy on eye. Yeah, a lot of setting elements here. So your mainly connections, that the fingerprint sensor. Yeah, NFCs and stuff, and then sound display, multi-window, easy mode, motions and gestures, then accounts. Now you can add all these many accounts. Yeah, and then you have your about device. Yeah, there's a 4.4.2 SMG900H is the model. Now this is the quad-core plus quad-core Exynos model. This is not the Snapdragon 801 2.5 gig model that supports LTE. This does not support LTE. This only supports 3G. Yeah. So one thing that we're not very happy with is that with not LTE, you won't be able to use the download booster feature that I really love on the Snapdragon version, or the Snapdragon LTE version of the Galaxy S5, where you can download stuff using both Wi-Fi and the LTE band. With 3G you cannot do that because of the internal, because of the chip and stuff, of course. Yeah, so those are your app menu. You get the usual Google, Android apps, plus usual Samsung apps like your browser and cameras, chat on, S Health. Now S Health is now also includes the heart rate monitor, your S voice that will come up when you double press this, usual. Yeah. And then you also have the gear manager for Gear 2 and Neo, and then for the Gear Fit. They both are separate apps. Big dialer out there. You have the internet again, see. So there's a total overhaul, at least on the design of the icons and design of the UI. It looks much more playful to me and very easy on eye. We did an HTML5 test and they'll say it scores 502 out of 555, which is an amazing score. You see the web pages are rendered perfectly, desktop grade, and our site is rendered there very nicely. You'll also be able to see these images there. The pinching zoom is absolutely seamless and fast, real time. Yeah. See, now the menu button go there. There is no menu button here, and you have your brightness settings there, and then your desktop views and stuff. Yeah. Then we have the 16 MP back camera that can record 4K video at 30 FPS and Full HD videos at 60 FPS. Now this camera has a sensor size of 1/2.6 inch, which in my opinion is not very impressive when you particularly have the latest Lumia device going up to 1/1.5 inch. However, there's one new thing on this camera sensor that this camera supports, and I suppose only in still. It supports a hybrid autofocus system. So that means your contrast detection autofocus system plus the phase detection autofocus system comes together. That could be a first for a mobile phone camera. Now I doubt that will act on video as well, but it could, and we'll be able to tell you truly when this device comes to our lab for full review. That's how you switch between front and back camera. Yeah, that's for selective focus. I'm going to show you that in a bit. That's for HDR, and then you have full set of settings here. So there's a 16 MP in widescreen mode now. Yeah, so to shoot widescreen mode images now, you don't have to scale down the resolution like you had to do on the older devices. So 16.9 is now 16 MP, and now it's the other way around. So to go to a 4:3 aspect ratio, you'll have to come down to 12 MP. Many people nowadays prefer a widescreen shot. Yeah, that's how you go to the video mode. It's very, very quick, and it will also show you the size of your file. You can also click stills while recording videos. Let's see. Yeah. Now let's say this is one of the pictures that we clicked here, and I'm going to show you how the selective focus works. The moment you click on selective focus, yeah, now you can tap here far focus and it will defocus this Samsung, and then it will focus on the person there. And if you say pan focus, it will focus pretty much everything. If you say near focus, it will defocus the background. It will keep the subject on the front in focus. But you cannot do it just by touching like on the M8. You have these three options apparently here. We'll have to dive deep in here again during a full review, but that's kind of a just a peek on the selective focus. You have the music here, again a very new and playful, another consumer centric UI out here. Listen via Bluetooth and stuff, and your video app, then calculators, memo, and all the usual thing. So the S Health now integrates the heart rate monitor. Now the moment you tap on it and the moment you press your fingers on here, this will glow up. That's the heart rate monitor. They see it glows in red and it's starting to calculate it. Now it takes some time, and you also need to keep your device still and stuff. So you see 126 BPM, which is quite high, maybe because I'm pretty excited recording the video. But you do the heart rate monitor stuff. It's very useful in your fitness program, because heart rate measurement is one of the major factors. You also see the S Health UI getting improved here. Again, bigger icons, round icons, inspired from the diamond cut designs. Apart from that, what else you have? You have the smart remote and Galaxy Gear and Galaxy Fit. So that's about the main features of the Galaxy S5. The Galaxy S5 will be available in the towards the end of April in India, and pre-order worldwide starts on 11th April. Now the exact price wasn't revealed here, but then Samsung told that the 16 GB version of it will cost between 51,000 to 53,000. That's a lot for a 16 GB version. But then there are so many novelties that this device carries: the heart rate monitor and the icons and stuff, and there are things that are not aimed at solely to make the phone look premium and stylish, but also at our lifestyle per se. And initially these guys are priced like that. We've seen the Note 3 priced at close to 50,000 and still goes over 10 million in a week. So I mean, already the Galaxy S5 pre-order is seeing a boost, at least on Sprint. So we can probably expect the same thing here in India and Europe and other markets as well. So they'll see that India will only see the 16 GB version, by the way. Thank you.